If someone wants to drink 1 Coke per day, that's 65 grams of sugar per day, 94,900 calories per year, which would lead to 27 pounds of weight gain per year just from drinking 1 regular Coke. If someone was able to identify something like this in their diet and able to stop it, they could literally lose 27 pounds in a year without doing anything else. Look at sugar, it actually started out with really good intentions. It was actually a marker of nutrition and healthy foods that were non-poisonous. So I like to think about if I was out in the woods, in our cavewomen days, you're scavenging around trying to find what kind of fruits or vegetables or foods you're able to eat that aren't going to be poisonous. The foods that were sweet tended to be higher in nutrient value and were non-poisonous. So that was a marker early on that, hey, if I eat this food and it's sweet, that's good for me. Our brain obviously developed a connection there and started to realize, okay, that's something I want to go back to again and again. Actually break it down and look at this a little bit closer. You can see that sugar actually passes through the blood-brain barrier, which is basically the gate that prevents a lot of things going into the brain, and it hits right on the arcuate nucleus. And that's an area of the brain that actually releases endorphins, releases these like pleasure hormones, hits on the same area of the brain and releases the same endorphins as cocaine, gambling, and sexual activity. Sugar really hits that addictive part of our brain and keeps us again going back for sugar again and again. Next question I want to ask is, how many grams of sugar per day should we eat? Okay, the answer is 30 grams or less per day. And this is what 30 grams of sugar actually looks like. It's technically 25 grams for women and children, and it's actually 37.5 grams per day for men. However, I think 30 is a nice, kind of middle of the road, easy to remember number, and that's what we're gonna go by for the rest of this program. All right, now we're gonna take a look at some actual products and measure out and see how much sugar is in each product. This is just a group of drinks and foods that I kind of went through a gas station, went through the grocery store and picked out randomly. Let's look at Dr. Pepper. So this is a regular Dr. Pepper. Some people drink pop, some people don't. But when you go and you look at the food labels, you can see here that sugars, 64 grams. Okay, so let's go ahead and measure that out and see what that actually looks like. All right, here's another common one I think is pretty interesting. This is just your regular size Snickers. So here we'll zoom in and we'll see again that it says sugars 27 grams. All right, so 27 grams is almost a whole day's worth of sugar. That's just in the regular size. Go with this larger, supposedly shareable size. You can see here, it actually says that the sugars are 25 grams. So you think, wow, this one's larger than this one. How could the serving size possibly have fewer grams of sugar? Well, as it turns out, there's 2 servings in this one package. And you will only know that if you look at servings, and it says 2. So this actually has 50 grams of sugar, which is almost close to 2 days worth of sugar. Okay, here we have Starbursts. Again, if we were quickly just to look at the total grams of sugar per serving, we can see hopefully right there that it says 16. However, we have to look at how many servings are there per package, which we can see right there says about 3.5. If we do the math, 16 grams of sugar per serving times 3.5 servings per package, that comes to 56 grams of sugar in this one package. So basically 2 days worth of sugar in this one package. This one here, again, beautiful packaging. It looks healthy. It's got some berries, it's got some grains. It turns out though, there's 12 grams of sugar in this one package. It'd be easy to grab, 2 or 3 of these and eat these throughout the day, thinking that we're eating something healthy, when in reality the packaging is a little bit deceptive. All right, let's move on to orange juice. Oftentimes we think of orange juice being this, really healthy option. I mean, everything about this smiley face says, hey, this is a great option. I wish it was. However, unfortunately, if we look here, we actually see that our sugar is 24 grams, and that is for only 8 ounces of fluid. Take a look to see what that actually looks like. Just 8 ounces. And we pour this into a glass. I think very few of us would just drink, less than half a glass of orange juice. So most of the time we're probably gonna have at least 2 servings, which would put us almost 2 days of our daily sugar. Fruit itself is a great option. You have the fiber, you have the vitamins, and all of that is packaged in together with the sugar, and then our body actually uses energy to break that down. Now there's so many great options here. I mean, we've got these gummy worms, we've got M&Ms. These are 31 grams of sugar. Sweet tea, which is 27 grams in 12 ounces of tea. We've got Mountain Dew, which has 77 grams of sugar in this one bottle. Finish with a big bang, which is ice cream. So this is our serving size of 1 scoop of ice cream. Now if we're gonna go on an all-night crazy binge or something like that, or maybe even just sit down to watch a movie and we had this there and we ate the whole thing, you could quickly actually take in 100 grams of sugar, probably without really realizing it. Sugar goes directly to fat storage. And so any sugar we take in, unless we're literally actively running a marathon or doing something very physically active, it goes directly into fat storage. Let's use a regular Coke, for example. If someone wants to drink 1 Coke per day, that doesn't sound like a lot, but that's 65 grams of sugar per day. It'd be 94,900 calories per year, which would lead to 27 pounds of weight gain per year just from drinking 1 regular Coke. If someone was able to identify something like this in their diet and able to stop it, they could literally lose 27 pounds in a year without doing anything else, with never stepping on a treadmill, with never changing anything else about their diet. So it's really exciting if you do have things that you can find like this. You can change them, switch them out, and honestly, once you're aware of it, it actually becomes fairly easy to do, and you'll see pretty quick results, and they're sustainable results.